everybody, Delara Wentz here with the Heart and Honor Home Team, and I am joined today with one of my great friends, Dennis. How are you?
I'm great. I'm great. How are you?
Good, good. Um, so we're doing agent interviews with all of our referral partners across the country, and of course, you have a place in my heart because you are military and out of a military area and ready to serve those who have served. And I just wanted everybody to meet you. So we'll
Hello,
get into it.
everybody.
Yeah. So starting off, who are you? Tell me who you are.
Well, I'm Dennis Mark Interdonato. I'm a real estate agent with Keller Williams here in New Jersey. I've been a realtor for almost 20 years now, but I've only been a practicing realtor for about 6 years, and that's actually when I found Keller Williams.
Awesome. Love that.
I come from a background of new construction and home remodeling. I graduated college in 2002 from a state school here in New Jersey. Did 10 years in the military as a guardsman and a reservist. And toward the end of my tenure in the Army, I did 3 years as being a drill sergeant. That's a
Awesome.
fancy hat you see back there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
yeah,
I've always
yep.
heard that's like some of people's best times and worst times.
Incredible times, very rewarding times,
There
but
you go.
tough,
Perfect. Love
tough.
that.
Yeah.
So we're obviously in the world of real estate, and anybody who's watching is either another agent partner of ours or somebody who's looking for a real estate agent. So I want to ask you why you got into real estate because everybody's story is kind of unique but kind of the same. So tell me why you got into
So my real estate story is weird because I forgot I had my license. So like originally I got into real estate because we had the family business and we wanted to start flipping.
it.
So that's why I got the license. And then I used it for a little bit of it, but then we got busy with the construction and we had no time to flip. But I always had kept the license. Fast forward years and years later, when my father retired, I retired the business with him.
Hmm.
When I did so, I found out that I was making way more money than I thought I was with the business because when the bills started coming in and the money wasn't the same, I said to myself, "Oh, Dennis, what did you do?"
Yeah.
Oh, um, so I jumped into real estate as like a supplement to
Yeah.
just I needed $20,000. That was the thing. I was like, if I can make $20,000 this year, I'll be gravy.
Hmm.
And my first year as having real estate supplement my income, I did like 12 deals.
Hmm.
And I did it like without even knowing what I was doing. I had no
Sure.
coaching, I
Yeah.
had no mentorship, I had nothing. So I was like, oh, maybe there's something here. Now, all the while, I had a full-time job. I was working in the sewer department in the town that I grew up in.
Oh, okay.
So as time went on, within like the next, I would say 2.5 years, I was able to build out a business with real estate to the point where I was now making way more money with the real estate than I was with the sewer department.
Hmm.
And that's when I really like started getting deep into Keller Williams philosophies and meeting people like yourself
Right.
and learning things that I never really thought I would be able to learn or even think about. So
Sure.
my whole mindset changed, and with that, my view on my future changed. And then I just decided to take the leap, and I quit the job to move on with the career, which was real estate.
Yeah. No, that's awesome. I love that.
Yeah,
So like a backwards way of getting into real estate because
for
normally
real.
you do it the like forwards way of they've been doing something else and then get into real estate, but you already had that experience, which definitely helps in the world of being a realtor because you have that construction background also
Yeah,
in order to speak to some things, right?
yeah. The construction really helps a lot, and I think I get a lot of my buyers because of that.
Yeah,
Especially the first timers. They don't know anything. And
right.
I literally, I don't know everything, but I know
Mhm.
close to it when it comes
Right.
to construction.
Yeah, and
So,
forever evolving, right? Just like the real
oh
estate.
yeah,
So what was
yep,
code yesterday may not be code today, and what was, vice versa and all that. So
yeah, you're right. You're right.
yeah,
They're always changing.
always. Yeah,
Yeah.
our county has changed stuff so fast too. Like you'll just not know, and then you go into a house, and the home inspector will be like, "That's not code," and you're like, "What? That was your
It
code
was
yesterday."
yesterday.
Yeah, you just never know. That's why we lean on our home inspectors to do their job, but we can kind of give a heads up sometimes.
Yep, that's right. That's right.
Love it. So I love to ask people, What has the real estate side taught you that you want people to know?
Man, I've really learned a lot from the real estate side. Personally, I can tell you from a personal point of view, real estate will open up your mind to a new way of seeing how you can help people, right? Like a lot of us get into real estate for the money.
Hmm.
Let's be honest, it's a
Yeah.
selfish reason, you know? You want to make a lot of money, get into real estate.
Right.
But then you soon realize real estate's not easy.
No.
But as you start to build your business, you really start to earn this like sense of self-worth that comes from you being able to assist, advise, and educate these clients of yours that you spend this time with. And then over this time period of you doing business with them, the business relationship goes away. And
Right.
now you're friends. And then
Hmm.
eventually with some, you're family.
Hmm.
But it's almost like it's like a dopamine effect. It's like I love when I can help somebody and they actually need me.
Right. Yeah.
And knowing that I'm giving them the right service and the right advice and that I'm doing the right thing for them, it's super rewarding.
Yeah.
It really is. And the money now takes a second seat to
Hmm.
you just wanting to be the very best realtor you possibly can be for these people and your communities.
Right.
You become not a realtor anymore. You're now the advisor, you're the resource, you're the everything for them.
Hmm.
And really that's what's real estate's going to do that for you. It's going to
Right.
help you both personally and in your business.
Yep. Yeah, I always tell people like I love problem solving. So bringing your problems, even though like in the moment it seems like a lot, but I want to be your problem solver.
Yeah.
And so I that's what I enjoy about it, helping people in that manner of like maybe they don't know how to solve the problem, but I do, or I'll find a
Mhm.
solution for them or help them come to a solution. Is always something that I love to help people with. So definitely coming from contribution always seems to be the next, the first thing on my list. And then money obviously is great in real estate. People don't understand half the time what we have to pay in taxes and also to our brokerages and then
That's for
everybody
sure.
else. And at the end of I love that like video where they're like real estate commission and throw,
Hmm.
spinach in a thing and then it shrinks down. I'm like, yep, that's pretty much it.
It
That's
really is. They people really don't understand it. They
no,
don't.
no. Everyone says get into real estate, it's good for you. I'm like, we
Hmm.
work a lot of hours. Like 9 to 5 is not that doesn't exist in our vocabulary at
Nope.
all. So,
Nope.
especially helping military, right? Like all across the country and the world when they're PCSing into an area or getting ready to retire or, anything like that, or even if they work for the government, they're constantly on different time zones. And so
Oh yeah.
I was up the other day at 5:30 getting ready to talk to somebody in Okinawa, Japan, because they're moving here and they got to find a place and that's the time difference. So,
Yeah.
we got to be on their time. So, it's crazy, but real
Yeah.
estate is, I mean, amazing for sure in the sense of for people who care about people.
Yes.
Yeah, it's
Yep.
amazing.
Super rewarding.
Yeah. So, I always like to ask, and we kind of like dived into it a little bit, but what's one thing that you just love about real estate? Like, what's the one thing that just wakes you up in the morning and gets you ready to go?
So real estate saved my life, right? And this is going to sound super corny, but real estate saved my life. Uh, I fell into some very, very bad habits years ago
Mm-hmm.
with my life. And in the last 3 years of me doing this business, it has like brought me back. It's given me like purpose. And that purpose is like I was saying earlier, it's like that dopamine effect. It's that feeling of being needed,
Mm-hmm.
but also the the feeling of wanting to just get up every day and be like, who can I help today?
Right.
Right? I don't need the help anymore. So who can I pass this on to now?
Mm-hmm.
Whose day can I make? Whose life can I make? Really that's like my greatest takeaway right now from real estate is that it put me back in a place that I never thought I would be in. And it didn't happen overnight, and it's still happening.
Hmm.
But I'm so fortunate to have, number one, fell into Keller Williams,
Hmm.
because really, like, it all stems from the education and the people that I've met through this company.
Right.
And it's just, it's been a blessing. It
Yeah.
really has.
Yeah.
I know it's corny to say it, but there's no other way to explain it.
Hmm.
And it's just been wonderful for me. And I'm forever grateful to myself for making the decision to jump into real estate, but more so, I'm grateful to the people that I met for wanting to see me succeed, and making me realize that I could,
Yeah.
and being the cheerleader to me,
Yeah.
so that it would push me to get to where I'm at now and where I'm trying to go.
Yeah. Yeah, KW is really unique in that sense of like constant re-support, especially within our military community, right? Like
Yeah.
we want to see the best for everybody, sending referrals your way, sending, vice versa, making sure to check in just to say, hey, how are you doing? Right? Like some days I mean, we have really bad days. I can feel it, right? Like yesterday was not so hunky-dory, not great, right? But for somebody to just check in and say, hey, I was thinking about you, right? Like just wanted to check in and say hi. I feel like a culture as a whole within KW is really, really big for me at least. Like I've been here since the start and honestly, like there's really no reason for me to leave. And that culture is what I always seek out even within our offices. So it's definitely rewarding and I'm glad you decided to get in back into real estate at least and get your real estate license and
Yeah, me too.
do all those things for your life for sure. Love
Me
that.
too. Yep.
So if people want to get a hold of you, what's the best way to get a hold of you?
You could find me anywhere on social media. Dennis Mark Real Estate. I will pop up pretty much everywhere.
Okay.
Uh, you can always text me, literally 24 hours a day.
Love that.
I'm sleeping half the time, but I'll get back to you.
Yeah.
732-598-2672. Just text me. I
Okay.
promise I will get back to you. Just let me know who you are.
Yeah. Yeah. We get a lot of spam, right? So I just want
Yeah,
to make sure.
absolutely.
Yeah. I'll
Absolutely.
put your details in the remarks and everything. So, but I just wanted to thank you for coming on and sharing the day with me and getting to know more about you.
Thank you. Thank you. We should do this more often.
Oh, yeah, I know. All right, guys, until next time, say bye to Dennis and we'll see you later.
Goodbye, everybody.